Good morning, fellas. You know what's crazy? I was thinking about it. I'm like, all the content that I produce is always in the morning. I'm always just like sort of just woken up and like haven't really even got my day started besides the content creation shit. But here's two important things I want to talk about. One, how to get started. Okay, I've had a lot of questions from people that are like, how do I get started? What's the first step I should take? You talk about creating content, you talk about ads, you talk about cold email outreach. What is the best way to get started? What's step one? Well, once you rebrand OS, once you defined your niche and you rebrand OS, the first way to get sales is to just look at what your immediate opportunities are. Okay, what are you currently doing? If you currently work with clients and you offer some sort of marketing services, your first people that you're going to get onboarded are those clients, or are the people who are in your pipeline to become clients. The second thing you might think about is, what friends do you have that have businesses that might be able to use this stuff? So for example, I have a friend who owns a pretty successful agency and he has hundreds of clients that he serves, and he's in the process of switching over to this model and using the BuildWithOS platform, right? So who do you know that has a bunch of customers that could benefit from this? A lot of agency owners and service providers can really benefit from the BuildWithOS system because of all the features that are built out on it. So, whereas you and I are focused on reselling it, a lot of people would benefit from using it as an agency owner. Okay, so who do you know who's an agency owner or who works with clients that could use it, and then explain to them the benefits of using a cracked out version of GHL that comes with $5,000 in extra add-ons? Makes your life a whole lot easier as an agency owner who's working with clients. Okay, these are just the immediate, like, low-hanging fruit type shit that you do to get the ball rolling. Now, probably none of you guys are gonna fucking do this, but you could also just walk in. Like, I used to live in Venice Beach, and I would walk down Abbot Kinney and I would walk into stores and I would pitch them on website services. You have no idea how many people took me up on that shit. It was crazy. You just walk into their store and tell them that you do websites. Now, here's one huge opportunity with the BuildWithOS stuff right now. AI and automations are so hot. Like, you could call up local businesses, walk into local businesses, or email local businesses and say, hey, are you using AI and automations in your business? Literally, are you using AI and automations in your business? That's going to get you a lot of responses. And then you could get them signed up on the platform once you explain the automations and AI features that BuildWithOS offers. Okay, that's like the guerrilla shit, like just regular business stuff. What I love about the rebranding and reselling the BuildWithOS model is that it gives you the opportunity to sell in every and any way. So as first step, that's what I would be thinking. Second step, now you're like, okay, I want to like increase my productivity. I want to increase my money as much as possible. How do we do that? Well, the most highly leveraged thing that you can do is create content, because one piece of content could bring you thousands of dollars in revenue, and if you get the process down, then you can create a lot of content really easily, and you can have multiple accounts that you're pushing content out on. So I would think about that. But just know, like, I just started a few new accounts. I'm only getting a couple hundred views on each of my videos. It takes a while to build that up. Now, one of these videos might explode and then all of a sudden I'm on the map, you know, but I'm just trying to give you realistic expectations. You got to post and post and post and learn how to do that. So it would be wise of you to post 1 or 2 times a day, get the feel for it, get into the flow, get into that habit. But it would be wise of you to seek other opportunities, like friends that might own agencies or people that might have big networks of clients that could use the system. Okay, so content and that outreach, those are some low-hanging fruit. And then as you develop more and more income through that and start to figure out how this is all working and like the angle you really want to be, I wouldn't lean into ads until you've started to become the plumber coach, essentially, or the like, what do you want to call it? Like, until you've started to define yourself within the niche, okay? So if you serve plumbers, right? If you're going to go after plumbers and that's going to be your thing, and you get a lot of plumbers on board, or you go to agencies who have a bunch of plumbers, right? And then you start creating content for plumbers, like you're becoming like the leader of plumbers, right? The plumber marketing guy. Once you brand yourself as like the plumber marketing guy, and you start to see that work through content, through your outreach and all that stuff, that's when you throw fuel onto the fire with ads. Okay? You don't really want to run ads in the beginning because you don't really know what the fuck you're doing. That is, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, right? You haven't proven out your systems and processes. You haven't proven out the offer. You haven't proven out your content. Like, you want to throw fuel onto the fire. So once you have that down, you can go and run ads, or you can start a community about, for plumbers, and how they can generate more leads. And you start that community, you fill it with ads. And then you serve your community by giving them tips and tricks and helping them learn how to do lead gen, all based on the platform that you represent. See? And that's where it gets really fun, because with ads, you can scale a community like unlimited, essentially, if you do it right. Okay, so that's kind of the bigger picture, but from where to start with what you got. Start with whatever you're doing right now. How can you plug in this software to whatever you're doing, or whatever your network is right now, or who that this could make their life better. And then move to the content stuff. Content could be an easy win. Now, on the second thing I kind of wanted to mention was the content output. I've been doing all my content on my phone, and I just downloaded CapCut for desktop, and I've switched to doing it on my computer, which is actually gonna, I like working on my computer, so it's gonna alleviate some things for me, and it's already allowed me to make templates a bit quicker and crank out content a little bit faster. It's just the method, it's just the environment I prefer to work on is my laptop, right? So I've switched over to that, and now I'm kind of recreating the templates that I created on my phone, and I've been posting some videos in this new style this morning. So that is all evolving and working out pretty great, and definitely something you guys should check out, or start mimicking. Anyways, I'll post more about that later. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy Saturday.